Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about how that Lola Vice and Kendall Gray NXT match was the best thing I've seen in terms of wrestling all freaking year. Like, that is one of the best matches I've ever seen either on AEW or WWE. I don't pay attention to TNA. I feel bad for TNA. At one point in time, they was number two, inching their way up to number one best wrestling company. Then you know who ruined it all. But anyway, so like, yeah, I am beyond amazed by how good this match was. There were no botches, no nothing like that. Now, when it comes to Lola Vice, I'm very familiar with her. I've been paying attention to her ever since last year. She is amazing. She has a phenomenal look to her. And she has an MMA background, and she is extremely good at wrestling. She can be technical, she can be a brawler, and not only that, she can flip around the ring, but she doesn't spend the entire match just flipping around doing move after move. She actually wrestles. Kendall Gray, I have no idea who she truly is. I haven't paid attention to her, but I do recognize the name. And after seeing her wrestle for the very first time, holy crap, what is she doing on NXT? She needs to be on the main roster, and so does Lola Vice. The only thing about Lola Vice I don't like is her educated feet. That is the dumbest looking thing I've ever seen. One, it doesn't even look like it hurts. And two, it looks like she's just goofing around in the ring. I mean, if she was to pace herself and make it actually like hit like it's gonna hurt, I would like it then. But the way she does it is trying to make her look like some type of superwoman, and she just comes off looking goofy. Other than that, her wrestling skills are top notch in my opinion. And Kendall Gray, my God, how technical she is. When she reversed that move into like an ankle lock, it reminded me so much of Kurt Angle. But not only that, this entire match reminded me of Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle from back in the day. And those were three really good matches they had, and I'm very shocked and surprised Shawn Michaels never won a single one of those. But these two were just going back and forth, countering each other's moves. And you know, it was so refreshing to see real wrestling again and not just flippy flips or people who just hit one move after another. Now, I've never heard Kendall speak, so I don't know how her mic skills are. As for Lola Vice, I think I saw her cut a promo one time where she was kind of looking down in the dumps a few weeks ago and hurt. If that was her, she needs to work on her mic skills. Just work on your mic skills. But like, yeah, if mic skills are bad for both, just get them a Paul Heyman or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And honest to God, they deserve to be on the main roster more than some of the women on the main roster. I am getting so sick and tired of seeing a lot of these Raw and SmackDown matches because I'm constantly seeing botch after botch. Tiffany Stratton botches every freaking week to the point where she needs to go back to NXT. Then Nia Jax. And now I remember what I was saying a while back. Somebody was wrestling on NXT who isn't on there from the main roster. It was her and Chelsea Green. And one of them hit a move, and one of them then put the other person in the right spot, and you can see them inch their way to the perfect spot. Nia Jax did that last week in the tag match. Something happened. I think it was Charlotte slammed her to the ground or something like that. or somebody slammed her to the ground. And next thing I see her do, because the stupid cameraman is stupid, because somebody's climbing to the top rope. So, oh, you gotta show that. Well, you know what? Don't show the entire ring. Only show the part where the person's climbing the ropes. Why? Because Naya was in the wrong spot. And you constantly see her incapacitated, but sliding very slow, getting closer to the rope so somebody can hit their move. That is one of the most embarrassing things you can watch in wrestling. And honest to God, I've only seen people do this recently. I didn't see them do this 20 years ago when I used to watch wrestling on the regular. Now, I don't watch none of the men matches, so I don't know if they do it. But I've only seen 2 or 3 women do this, and it's normally always Nia. Jade, I already told you she needs to go to NXT. What's her name? Who hangs out with Bailey tag wise? Something. The girl with the feathers in her hair and the ponytail. She's getting better. I mean, why put the IC title on her first? Realize she botches, then have her do the whole Bailey thing, the mentor, because she needs help. Should have stayed in NXT, but what's her name is better than her. And there are just so many others that are on the main roster. Even take some of the most legendary people, like Charlotte Flair. I don't know what the heck has happened to Charlotte Flair, but ever since she turned face, she looks like she's just playing around in the ring. A lot of her moves look like they don't hurt because she's trying to flip around and do something very spectacular with her cartwheels and everything. Like when she goes over the top rope in that cartwheel and she groans and everything, that doesn't look realistic. Her spear is stupid. Not only that, but now her chops are just flaring in the air like she's just goofing around. She's hitting left and right chops and nothing looks like they're connecting, and it looks like she's just having a good old time playing around. And I'm just kind of like, that is not the Charlotte Flair I remember, who used to hit her moves and hit them really good. And I love myself some Io Sky, but ever since she started tagging with Rhea, she just seems goofy now. And she's flipping around for no reason, like 5 cartwheels and backflips for no reason, and doesn't even hit a move. And it's just kind of like, I'm really tired of looking at the main roster. And you can it's always the same people over and over because they're all in tag teams and everything. And I'm just kind of like, I'm tired of looking at them. And I'm tired of them not doing anything spectacular. And then you have mid-card people like Ivory Niles, who is never really on. And then you have B-Fab and you have... Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.